Greetings everyone, welcome to another Wrench with Matt video. I'm Matt. In this video I'm going to replace the factory fender liners that really don't provide a lot of protection to all this exposed wiring and components with some fender liners from Rough Country that will come down to the frame and keep a lot of dirt and debris and whatnot out of all that exposed space. According to the instructions, there's only two tools you need. A pry tool, I actually happen to have a body clip tool, and a 10mm socket and wrench. For this we will need to remove the fender flare. I'll do that now. There's like 13 grommets that hold this in place, along with all these 10mm bolts. Now Rough Country does provide a lot of extra grommets and bolts in case you happen to lose some of the hardware and need some extras. I will do my best to preserve everything, so I will need to use as little of that as possible. Oh, it is adhered to the body. Okay. I will work around that. Those bolts did need to come out one way or the other. Alright, we got a couple grommets back here and one up here. And I think there's a couple up the top as well. I will work my way around, get these pried loose. Do my best not to scratch anything. One. This one's being a pain. I'm going to mention a third tool, a pair of pliers. I've already destroyed this grommet, so now I just need to get it out. Well, that works. Broke the head off and pushed it through. There's one. There. I believe I've gotten everything I need. Oh, missed a grommet at the back and the rear here. Oops. These factory grommets are not made to come loose. Got it. Don't know where it went, but I got it. There it is. Oh, look, I actually didn't wreck it. These are all grommets that the fender flare screws into. Well, that just got a whole lot more challenging. Alright, so the instructions say you need a pry tool and a 10mm socket. They also say you can yank on the Fenderwell liner to get it out. And after trying to pull several of the grommets that Toyota really did not make to be removed, yanking is the better option. So here you can see the factory fender liner that I pulled out. It really just covers the front, back, and top of the Fenderwell. The Rough Country Fenderwell liners. These are the kids having a blast in the street. They're much heavier duty material. You can see they come down a fair bit in the back. This helps protect frame area, all the components and wiring and stuff that you see up in there from all the dust, debris, rocks, dirt, mud, snow, salt, all that nasty stuff we get here in New York. I'm getting ahead of it. Instructions say I need to replace the grommets that I pulled out. I have a few of the factory ones. Make sure those get reinstalled. Okay. Well, I get to figure out how to put that back together later. I'm gonna leave that out for now. Alright, let me make sure I got all the grommets in I need. I know I need a couple up front. A couple that I broke. Neighbor's kids are out. It's so cute. Alright, at the front I need to make sure there's two grommets. One here, one there. The back I need to make sure there's four. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one's underneath. No, I broke 2 grommets. There it is, right up top. Knew I broke another one. The instructions nicely said start about a 45-degree angle at the front of the tire. And there's the factory fender liner blown away. There we go. Okay. Alright, for models without the fender flares like I have, there's actually a support bracket up in here. And the liner needs to go between the support bracket and the body. In this case, where I have the fender flares, it needs to go between the flare and the body. So on the other side of the body. There are a couple of thumb holes there, which is very nice. Okay. That's in. That's not. That's better. Okay. It's mostly positioned well. Checking the instructions. I'll say to lay it over the metal fender. It needs to go under the fender flare. Alright, we start reinstalling bolts. There's 2 at the top of the wheel well here, which interestingly enough don't hold the fender well liner in place, but that's okay. Of course, the whole thing just shifted. I'm actually skipping ahead to step 16, which is to put these in place. Just okay. Alright, we'll get there. I'm gonna start right there. Oh, there we go. Just a little snug. Nothing big deal. Just to hold it in place. Okay. There's still something right there. Let's get a couple more screws in here. Now I'm going to try and get these upper clips in. Can't tell if I'm lined up with the holes right. Got it. Beautiful. Okay. That worked well. There we go. Okay. Now to reinstall the last few bolts here. There we go. Just need to straighten that grommet out. I'm going to tighten all these down. Tight is tight. Don't need to crank on these. Once it's snug, you're good to go. Now, clips for the bottom of this. Yep. I need to use some of their bolts. These look like the Toyota factory bolts. A little gap right here, I'm not sure how to fix. Oh, it is what it is. I should have tightened these already. Just a little wiggle room. One Fenderwell liner, expertly installed. Now for the other side. Alright, before I start on the driver's side, I just wanted to give you a good look in here of just how much of a gap there is between the side of the bed and the frame and all those wonderful wires and components that are tucked up in there. You used to be able to see all the way through. wander around to the other side so you can see what the new Fenderwell liner looks like. You can see it comes down considerably further. Helps to keep dirt and debris and stuff out from underneath your bed. Only thing I wish this did, wish it kind of tucked back a little more. This kind of bulges out a little bit, but still a whole lot better than what was there for factory. You can take a peek over the tire here. That is really close. I have my concerns. Starting on the driver's side. With the lessons learned from the passenger side, this should go a little easier. You take out these bolts all around here. There's another bolt back down there I'll need to take out. The instructions say to either pull the grommets out or yank really hard on the Fenderwell liner and it'll pull out around the grommets. My recommendation is the latter. Don't even bother trying to pull them out. Toyota doesn't really make them to be removed. The ones I tried to pull out, I only got a couple of them just disintegrated, came apart in pieces, so definitely just yank. There are two clips up at the top here that you will need to remove with, I've got a clip removal tool, works great for them. Those bolts are removed. Now comes the fun part. Look at these two clips in the top here. There's one. There we go, there's two. That wasn't so bad. Now to continue yanking. Oh, that grommet actually came out. Nice. Put it right back in. Beautiful. That grommet came out. This is working better than I thought. Put the grommet right back where it belongs. Beautiful. Okay, just got a few more grommets in the back here. Good. Good. I tried pulling the clips. The clips aren't made to pull, but the liner will pull out right over the clip, so that works. Nice. And the last one. Oh, the last one just popped right off. Awesome. So all those grommets I just pulled the factory fender liner over will actually sit behind this one. Oh, there's my problem. It was hung up down on that bottom grommet. There we go. Just barely finger tight so we can move things around here. Oh, that's trying to go under the grommet. The Fenderwell liner doesn't screw into every grommet. Just a few at the front and the back. Just trying to get the ones where it does line up with the grommet installed. Beautiful. Only 3 more screws for the fender flare. And interesting, there's no place to secure the fender liner up top. We've got a couple of holes here, but there's no corresponding holes in the body or grommets to go with. Just get everything hand tight here. 4 more bolts to install, provided with the kit. I need to install the 2 clips up top. Let me do that first. I can still have some movement here. There it goes. There's one. And there's 2. Okay. Now for the bolt at the bottom. I believe there are 4. Snugging that up. Snug is tight. How much tighter, you'll rip the grommets out. Strip the grommets out. Thanks.
Yeah.
Blew away again. Time to put more tools on it. There we go. It's not blowing away now. These are tight already. This. And yes. Okay. This one also bulges out some. Let's see what we can do about that. Just read the instructions again. Found out I did this part wrong. I've got this between the fender flare and the body. Up top here, they do have these 2 holes. There's no corresponding holes in the body. The instructions say to tuck this above the body panel. So I need to move that. That might be why this is bulging out so much. Might give it a little more room to move this way. So I need to loosen these bolts, reposition. I might need to pop these clips. Thought I read all the instructions. I shouldn't need to remove these, just loosen them up. Pop those clips. One. And there's 2. I need to push this back and get this part above the body panel. So from here to here, it needs to go above the body panel. And I've got it between the body panel and the Fenderwell liner. Hoping I can just pry it back. Hoping. It does. It looks like it's gonna rub down in here, but I will deal with that with the zip ties I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Just how much more it protects.
Yeah.
The factory one only sits up here. It doesn't protect from here down.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Ow. I got it. Also got my finger, but I got it. Got it. Now that I've moved this, it's shifted the Fenderwell liner, so now these holes for the clips in the top no longer line up.
Oh.
And I don't know if I need to come this way or go that way.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Alright, now I gotta cheat. Alright, after fiddling around with that, I got these locked in. I needed to shift the whole Fenderwell liner forward a bit to get the holes to line up. Not a big deal. Now I'm just going to tighten everything down, button this side up, and then I'll do the same on the other side. That one was already tight. That's part of my problem. Looks it. Yes. All right, back to the other side to fix that one. All right, now we'll fix this side. Just gonna loosen these up. Pop these clips up in here. There we go. I'm gonna cut my finger, thank you. There we go. There's one. And there's two. All right, just gotta put these clips back in. Should be good to go. I'm gonna need my screwdriver to get that aligned. Hopefully this helps with the bulge. There's one. There's two. Okay. Now I need to deal with the bulges. All right, so the fender liners are installed. It was a little bit too much of a bulge here in the back, so what I ended up doing was on both sides near the bottom, I drilled a hole, very hard to see, otherwise I'd record it and put it on camera for you. And then I just actually zip tied this to there's a metal bracket where the bump stop sits. Just zip tied it back to that bracket on both sides. Now I got plenty of room back here. I'm not concerned about any tire rub or anything. I've got all this protection that I didn't have before. These are very heavy duty, much thicker than the stock ones. I have no doubts they're going to hold up really well for a long period of time. Very happy with them. Install, probably mostly my fault, was a little challenging, but hey, it's how you learn. Anyway, super happy. Hope this helps, and I'll catch you on the next video.